beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Badgers will kick it away first. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out of. The 25, he's brought down at the 26. Starts a drive trying to go up top. With the catch, it's Christensen. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Now on second down. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll move the tight end. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Going to try to get it himself. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of this.
Time to take a shot. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Down. Got his man on the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick. Get it to your playmakers in space. Get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide. And a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on 3rd down. It's their first opportunity. That one falls incomplete. They're going to have to be better on those critical downs as this game goes on.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Good pick up there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. You always always have to be aware of the running threat from the Oregon quarterbacks, but here getting business done through the air.
No doubt, Reese, because you're worried about his legs, the read game, all the stuff they can do. It opens up the passing attack. And I think when you've seen the Ducks teams throughout history, the ones that have enough balance to keep you off guard, keep you guessing, are the ones that are the best teams.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Hauls it in. Open space at the 25. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Looking to throw on first down. Looking to buy time. Fires on the move. On target over the middle. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He'll pull it on the read. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. And the Ducks moving quickly to the line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
He wants to change this route. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Complete to start this drive.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here in the game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Pocket breaking down. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Wants to go up top on first down. Going for 6. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Leaves it with the back. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. And the Badgers want to move quickly.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Sends it downfield. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Yeah, I just feel watching this offense, they need a big play. They need their confidence to get going, get the mojo going, considering they really struggled their last time out. They just don't seem to have figured it out quite yet here in the first quarter.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. You want to talk about aggressive? Nuts. This offense is staying on the field inside their own 30. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a 1st down. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was 4th down, now 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down. The Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage.
Breaks into the open. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Badgers are moving quickly down the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there through the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Badgers come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. Now the lead is down to 11.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Tight end now in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Yeah, And tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one.
What a really good job by the punt team. Listen, you put all your speed, your athletes, a lot of starters are on these teams now in college football, and that's the reason why. You need these guys to go down, make plays, try to tackle these elusive guys in the open field, and hey, even cause a turnover, that's just great.
Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. It's complete to the right. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. And the Badgers headed quickly to the line. Looking to fire. Fakes to grab. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And how about that linebacker? Seeing the ball getting thrown really quickly to the wide receiver, breaking on it, and then be able to get that fast guy on the ground for no gain. That's a really athletic play by that linebacker.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Austin. Unloads to the wideout. And the 3rd down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
And this offense has got to find a way to get some gimmies, some layups, some screens. They need some yak, some yards after the catch. They got to find some guys that can make some plays for this offense because it's just boom or bust. There's not a lot of consistency. They got to put some first downs together, put some drives together, be more consistent.
Fires to the big fella. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Zings it complete to the right. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now...
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Badgers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Stopped just across midfield at the 49, but not before he forces the turnover and sets up this offense. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. First play of the drive, lost to throw. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Leaves it with the back. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On third down, he drops to throw. Bringing the heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
The Ducks decide to punt it away. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Quarterback on the keeper. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24.
Nice job there by the QB on the zone read because he's watching the D lineman and he knows he has to keep the football and he right away takes it upfield to get some positive yards.
Quick release on the RPO. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. They'll run it from the gun. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Off-play action on first down. Extending the play. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The idea was to sell that play fake. Nobody was buying it.
You're right, Reese. That D-line, they looked like they had their ears pinned back, and they were coming after the quarterback. You saw dudes rush upfield. They got to that QB flat.
Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
He's going to take off. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
Well, they dial up a pass play there on first down, and how about the quarterback there? Buys time, he's outside, he's looking for people to get open on the scramble drill, but there's nothing happening. And just a really quick decision to decide to take off and go get another first down now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Right back to the well. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They send the tight end in motion. Wants to throw on third. Here's the pressure. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. To the air on first down. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Three straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete, though. Long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Wants to throw on 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
From the gun, the ground game. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. At midfield, he's got room. He's into the open down the middle. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Badgers!
Man, what a great way to end the first half. It wasn't a perfect first half. A lot of mistakes, still trailing by a lot. But here's the deal. Now you put yourself in a position, go make some things happen. Force some turnovers, play good in the second half. Who knows what will happen?
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Not hard to figure out why they trail to start this third quarter. 3 first-half turnovers.
So if you're on offense, let's just stay out of our way and find out what happens here in the second half. We're not even giving ourselves a chance because we keep turning the football over. If we can do that, we've got a chance to come back in this game.
I think it's a crazy balance between being really aggressive in the second half and finding ways to make plays, but also not shoot ourselves in the foot, right? Like, they didn't live well on that in the first half. Let's see if they can be a little bit more aggressive while still taking care of the football.
And the Badgers are in the hurry-up. The Wisconsin quarterbacks always know their role. Sometimes they got to make the big plays, from a Darrell Bevel to a Russell Wilson.
And knowing your role means knowing that you're going to hand the football off a lot. You're going to be a play-action team and pick and choose your spots, but it won't be an offense with Wisconsin that is opening up. It's throwing the football 30, 40 times a game.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the shotgun, the inside give. Got the first down and more. On the move at the 30. Oh, he's getting ahead of... Touchdown, Wisconsin! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
They'll try to get the 2-point conversion here and make it a 3-point game. Looking to throw. He makes the catch for the 2, and now they're down by just a field goal. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the deal with a 60-yard run to the house. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he winds up right where he would have on the touchback. Goes out of bounds at the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. The lead has been sliced to a field goal, and now they'll try to answer. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the back. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. And the Ducks really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. Runs for the tackle. Doesn't quite to the first down marker. He's a yard short. On fourth down, looking for the completion. He's going to run it. They bring him down, but not before he gets just enough to move the chains.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Finds him out of the backfield. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Slipping, sliding, dancing his way down to the 32.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Off play action. Finds his big tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28, first down. They'll run it from the gun. Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. And this time they're waiting for him, and he only gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. Touchdown, Badgers! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He'll keep it himself. There he goes. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Here they come again. The Ducks and their one-man band at quarterback just slicing up this defense.
Man, and those one names have been so good. Mariota, Herbert, Dixon. You go back, these guys, they always find great playmakers at the quarterback spot who can make big plays.
And he'll have to check his feelings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. When you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. From the gun, they'll try the middle.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Second down, he'll throw it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 15. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. On the run, it's Torres. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Motion from the wideout. Wants to fire on second down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
What a great play by that quarterback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out, but to be able to break on the football when it's thrown and those quick passes like that, nice job by the quarterback.
Makes the catch. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Let's see what they dial up on this fourth down. Remember, they're 1 for 2 so far in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he will score! Touchdown, Wisconsin! They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. They have the lead in a two-possession game and oddly lining up for an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him, and sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th set.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
He throws back to the left side. Hauls it in down the sideline. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be fourth down. Making side adjustments here. On fourth down, going to the air. Takes a hit as he fires. Grab near the marker. It's West. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Under fire. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. Offense getting set for first down. Looking to throw. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
All right, you dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Here's a heat. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game, are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
Going to throw it over the top of the knee. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Oh, he's got some space. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6. And the Badgers can really attack on this 2nd and short. The screen, he can go. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Great job by the offense there, getting the first down on the ground, staying in bounds too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using them.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. He's got it and still on his feet. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now...
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Badgers! As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He'll try to do it himself. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Looking left. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they
breaks into the open. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Yeah, you got to be impressed with this offense, man. 4th quarter, they've been money. Great job putting drives together. Nice play there as well, but this offense has saved their best for the last part of this football game when they needed it the most.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. To the ground, he's got it again. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Madden. Touchdown, Wisconsin! And the route is on. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Turning it on! And he'll be smacked to the ground. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle. The Ducks in the hurry up. Quarterback making checks. They'll run play action. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Hit as he throws. Misses again. It's incomplete. And that's 3 in a row.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back and going to get the quarterback.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He'll take the deep shot. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Gonna swing it on second down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Wants to go up top on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. He throws one to the left. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but not before he gets it out to the 40-yard line. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Wants to throw. It's Harvin. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes.
There he goes. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game.